Oh, those were pretty good rewards. Is it cheaper to enhance than the CRA home? Oh my gosh, it's still so expensive. The cubing is slowly getting better though. Yeah, I think star forcing is just going to be very expensive. There's kind of no getting away around that, I think. I see. Oh, this is so cheap to enhance. What the heck? Oh my gosh. I don't know how much it costs to enhance from 1011. Oh yeah, there it is. But actually the Chaos Zakum helm or the Enraged Zakum helm is actually not that bad if you're looking for something to use that's a little bit cheaper to enhance. Oh, this is like the best change from the update. Being able to use all your honor. It was so annoying having to do it one by one. I wonder if you can. This is nice being able to just mash the honor. I'm gonna check out to see if they adjusted what they mean by this. Field. What does the R mean? Does that mean they're increased the rates? Hmm. I don't know how much they increased the rates by, or even like because they said specific field. It says field event during the event period, 300% additional NESO. In the reward dashboard? What does that even mean? I'm not sure. I'm a little bit confused what they mean by the field NESO event. But for now, you can just run our daily bosses. So they did increase all the rewards on the easier bosses. So definitely very good for newer players. Yeah, so before I think you didn't really get that much from Easy Zach. And with this, you can actually, enhance some of the really cheap gear. I wonder how much it costs to enhance the Zachem weapon now. I think it should be a lot cheaper. Okay, yeah, they're like dropping slowly. Oh, I messed up. Yo, what's up, guys? Thanks for the videos. Oh, do you guys not hear anything? Oh yeah. Yeah, I probably just wasn't talking. Oh yeah, he said thanks for the video. Helped me a lot understand the game. Good job. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to make as many videos as possible, but I'm also trying to play the game, so I'm just balancing both. Definitely though, if you have any questions, it's way better if you just ask me on stream because you'll get the information right away. Oh no. Oh, you're the one in the Discord asking what to buy. I'll help you out after I'm done with this, or after I'm done with my bosses. Oh no no no! Damn, the rewards are actually pretty good for the lower tier bosses now, like your daily bosses. I wonder how they're going to permanently adjust it though. Good morning, good morning. Funny, bro. So if I want another Autobot, then I can just buy any pet with Autobot on market as long as it's not the U mush. You can't stack any. Basically, if you have the U mushroom, you cannot have any. You can't use any other pets because the U mushroom itself is just too OP. So they only let you use one of them. But if you get two pets from the market with auto buff, then you can use those as your auto buff pets. But honestly, I think it's probably better if you just keep the U mushroom for now, and when it expires, maybe you can think about picking it up. I'm not sure. I guess it just depends. I feel like the auto buff pets are pretty expensive, right? You also don't get the the vac effect too from the U mushroom. It's that's really OP. Yeah, I think if possible, just use the U mushroom for now. Think about it, the other one later, because the vac effect is really OP. You will go chaos now. Uh, I can party in to do the chaos ones, but I'm still a little bit weak. I'm going to make some enhancements this week probably so I'll probably try to clear it sometime later. Yeah, you for you to get to the point where you can solo these bosses, you actually have to be pretty funded. I'll show you kind of what I have going on right now, and then what upgrades probably need to make to at least do a 3-door. He needs his Lackey 2003. Yeah, dude. I need that guy. I need my mans, bro. My mans to give me what you call it, time leap and speed infusion. Mm, well, I mean, I'll get you headed in the right direction, and we'll see if like what you got going on. But I'm really close to the proper setup, so I think I have a pretty good idea what people can do to get there. But keep in mind that the fights are going to be like 20 minutes long too. So yeah, it's something you definitely got to be patient with. How much is this worth? Is it good? I feel like a lot of the Von Leon weapons sell for a lot right now. 3 mil. Dang. Okay. Sheesh. Have you soloed any of the easy bosses? I feel like if you can solo some of the easy bosses, then or like the daily bosses, then you're in a pretty good place. I think. Easy up. Okay. All right. We'll see what you got going on after. 4M main status. What do you mean by 4M main status? Like 4K main stat? Is that what you're saying? 4K main stat is not a bad place. It's in a weird position though, because you can't really solo any of the harder bosses. Okay. Yeah, the 70% defense ignore, is that like the one that is shown, or that's the one that is that you have total on your what you call it, the emblem and the secondary and the weapon? Because if you only have 70% total, it's probably too low. Or 70% right here. You need like at least 80 something. Okay, I would. So that's what the number that's being shown right here. Yeah, I would have to see. Yeah, that's probably too low. Well, we gotta optimize some of your stuff first. Also, are you okay going on the Discord for the gear review like on the stream? Because it's way easier if I do it that way. It's going to be very annoying if I have to look back and forth on the okay, that's good. All right, go into the waiting room. I'll drag you in. Also, make sure to claim your quest right here. They're giving you 3 times. What? Nah, this is crazy. What the fuck? Nah, that's crazy. They really glazed the first run clears like that. That's so funny. Okay, let me see what you said. A second, I need to bring my girl. Oh, you don't got to you don't gotta like talk. You can just message in the YouTube. Okay, yeah. I mean, if you want to talk. Okay, let me drag you in real quick. Can you turn on the stream? Hello. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Okay. All right. Just just go to like Genesis something so I could see easier. Okay. Can you change the resolution so I can see a little easier? Yeah, make it like uh, yeah, just something bigger. Yeah, just choose one of those. Yeah. Oh, you gotta do like a full screen. So like a full screen version of it. Yeah, all on. Okay, just keep it just keep it full screen. Just keep it full screen, and then I'll just try to see. Okay, open up your stats real quick. 4.2K. So this is your bossing page, right? Okay. Let me look at your equipment. Yeah. Okay. And then how much money do you have to spend? 70? Okay. Do you do you want to upgrade any of your unchained items or to something different? Okay, so there are options. The two options I think that are more realistic for you maybe. Either the Necro or the Von Leon, because those are still affordable, Unless you're looking to upgrade even more, you can get some of the The Cygnus items. The Cygnus items are really good because they can last you for a really long time, but they are more expensive. But right now you're missing out on a lot of damage because the Unchained items, after a certain point, they don't give you as much damage, and you do need to start upgrading, potentials and stuff. So that's something I would consider doing. But let me look at your emblem real quick. Okay, let me look at the secondary, and then the weapon. Okay, yeah. So all three of those, you probably need to get them up to legendary and then try to at least get them to 3-line usable. So when I mean 3-line usable, each line has to be something that is good. So it's gonna be one boss, one IED, one attack, any of those three combinations. I actually still have the Zakun weapon. I think it's good enough because right now it's very expensive to upgrade to the other items. So, it's up to you. If you think you're going to upgrade later, then maybe you can, upgrade the item that you're going to buy instead. But just know that it's going to be really, really expensive. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then also on top of that, the secondary and the emblem, you can also start putting bonus potentials on them. The bonus potentials, they're not really good right now. So try to get those up to unique. Maybe go for one line attack, and then the secondary, same thing, unique, one line attack percentage. Okay. Mm, the thing is, you can use. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. Actually, the set bonus is okay in my opinion. It's not really that great. The IED is actually pretty good right now though. So a good setup is, just to get 7 set, and then you can fill the rest with neophyte. That's totally fine. Right now I'm currently using 4 neophyte for the rings, and then when it gets cheaper, I'm going to swap back. Yeah. Yeah, so I think right now your biggest gain is for sure swapping out all of your Unchained gear because you're missing out on a lot of damage from potentials and also Star Force too. Yeah. Oh, you're just waiting to sell that? Yeah, so so if you sell that, you can, definitely fund your character. But if you want a solo CRA, you're actually really close. What you need to do, well, if you can, you gotta maybe look to get another neophyte ring instead of the other, the Ifia ring, because it doesn't have any potential in it, the top one. The yeah, so you could put 2 neophyte rings on. It's not a bad buy. It is pretty expensive right now, so just keep that in mind. Yeah. Well, the thing is, let's say you get, like a Von Leon hat or, uh, you go for the Cygnus hat, you can eventually get it to 17 stars or 22 stars, right? So in the future, it's going to be a lot more damage. And also, you're lacking a lot in potentials right now because if you invest into the Unchained gear, just know that you have a cap, and it's definitely gonna cap out pretty hard. Yeah, but just know that it's going to be expensive, but it is a way to get know, really easy damage. You don't even have to potential it like an insane amount, you can just do something like everything to epic 6%, and then 10 stars or something. But so all of you, I see that you have a lot of the neophyte accessories, right? You can actually push some of them harder, like the belt, for example. If you want, you can push that to 3 line for in legendary because it's really cheap. Like 3 line, or even 2 line if it's too expensive. It just depends on how you're feeling, right? Oh, so whenever you roll any bonus potential lines, make sure that you have like a percentage on it. It's probably gonna be better. But let me look at your neophyte ring real quick. Okay, so this you probably want to push this harder too. The reason why this item is pretty good to push is because let's say that you're rolling, right? And you happen to hit something like a 3 line in or a 3 line strength, nothing from your class. You could resell that for a really high price and then use that to fund your character as well. Because when I was rolling down for my rings, I was able to hit 3 different rings with, you know, uh like 3 main stat for a different for a different character. So it's actually a lot of value because you can potentially get lucky and end up selling the item for more than you bought it for. You know what I mean? Yeah, so that item is actually pretty good to push. Yeah, yeah. So I think it's completely fine if you want to push a little harder on some of your accessories. Because it's so cheap to enhance the neophyte, right? Yeah, yeah, and then yeah, it's getting cheaper. But you can wait. I think you don't need to rush at all because then yeah, see, 27. It was maybe like 50 or 60 like a few days ago. Yeah, yeah. So I think your biggest gain, you want to get your if you don't want to do the weapon, you can for sure do the emblem in the secondary. Do not feel bad about investing in those. So the emblem secondary, I would push the neophyte rings harder to try to get fake 3 line. I would maybe push the belt because the belt is really cheap, and then all of your unchained gear, maybe look to swap over to Von Leon, or if you have enough money, get the Cygnus. Yeah, so no Cygnus, you can maybe think of Von Leon. And if you don't want to do Von Leon, you can also do Necro, but just know that Necro you have a cap on how strong you can get. Yeah, but you're pretty strong. You just need to push a little harder on all your potentials. Because for you to realistically solo the Chaos Root Abyss, you want to solo it, right? Yeah, you're gonna need to push a lot harder. Because for me, I pretty much have the majority of my items 10 star, and all my rings are legendary, at least 2 to 3 line. My accessories, most of them are legendary 2 to 3 lines, except some of the boss accessories are still too expensive. I'm waiting on those. And your emblem and your secondary need to be much better. It's not very good compared to what it can be. You have to go for 3 line usable on the especially the secondary. It definitely needs the most work. Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Push it to legendary, and then he needs to get either 1 line. So you're looking for one of these 3 lines. You're looking for boss damage, attack, or ignore enemy defense, right? So any of those 3 combinations is you just need any of those 3 on the potential. Yeah. Yeah, in legendary, yeah. Because right now he has 2 lines boss damage, right? We need to get an extra line on there, and then he needs to fix his bonus potential. Yeah, so those are very easy upgrades he can do, and he shouldn't really feel bad about doing it because those items last forever, and it's really cheap too. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Mhm. Thank you, thank you. Peace, peace, peace. Good morning, good morning. I was helping a fellow viewer. You guys can see that screen, right? That would have been so embarrassing if you couldn't see that screen. Wait, could you guys hear them talking? I don't know if I set it up properly because I could just be talking to myself. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta fix that. That's really embarrassing. Yeah, but I just helped them out a little. Also, if you wanted to take a look at my equipment, this is what I have going on right now. So you can get an example. I'm really close to being able to do at least 3 door, but I'm missing just a little bit of damage. So right now I have 3 line usable here, 3 line usable here, 2 lines of luck. This one is also 21%. It's okay, but I want to keep it. And most of my boss accessories I still haven't pushed yet. Right? They're all epic still. And then this one is 2 lines. I need to push this one a little harder. Uh, the weapon. Yeah, I'm using the Zakum weapon too. I have this for decent sharp eyes. Oh yeah, also I forgot to mention, you can use when you upgrade to any glove, you can use decent or sharp eyes is really good. Yeah, and then the emblem, I have 2 line IED. Actually, for this, you don't need to roll too hard for it because it's kind of hard to get. But the secondary for sure, you want to get 3 line something. Yeah, and then everything else is just like 10 stars, and I barely have been able to upgrade them. So next, I think I'm going to look to upgrade some of the potentials. They're starting to get to a price where it's definitely more affordable, but I mean, it's still kind of crazy, right? I don't know. Oh, oh, I wasn't even showing my screen. Now I gotta show everything again. All right, my bad, my bad. I'm just gonna do it real quick. Yep. Okay, let's see. What are we gonna do now? Yo, David, are you here? Yeah, I gotta get better at controlling my stream. I'm still a little bit unfamiliar with everything. I need to do Arcarium. Oh no, I was not paying attention. I hope he doesn't do the attack again. Otherwise, I have to run this boss later. Nice. Did they really 3x the drop rate? Oh, let's see. I want to go over the patch a little bit. Hmm. Okay, I'll figure that out later. Oh, they did increase the MASO rate. It's actually crazy. What the heck? All right, I'm gonna do 1 minute. Try to see the rates are. All right, let's do a 1 minute BA, and we're gonna see how much money we made. Was doing NMAG? No, that's fine. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, did you get anything good for your rewards? Ugh. Oh, rip. I bought the bowl cut for 40K. Nah, bro, I can't believe you bought that shit. I'm gonna see how much I make per hour now. If the rates are good, then I don't know. A lot of people say they need to increase the rates even more, but I'm not sure if they do, because this might be good enough, maybe. I don't know how sustainable it is, though. Oh, just a minute. Let's see. 30, what? Am I trolling? 31 times, or 3,000 times 60. Okay, so I make basically, in an hour, I make 120K NESO. That's not bad, right? That means in 1 hour, I get one tap for wow, one of my items for a Star Force. The Star Force cost is so crazy, though. I don't know if it's going to drop, really. Let's take a look at the... Does enhancing increase as the stars go up? What do you mean? Like the price? Yes, it does. And also it gets harder. Remember the success rate is 45%. Then at 12%, it's like 35. And then uh yeah, it just gets harder and harder. You're debating on going epic plus 5-star for Shark Tooth? Alright, let me see. Let me see. Let me see how much it costs. Dude, it's getting cheaper, bro. I think if you wait till the end of this week, man, you're gonna get a better price. Like, look at it. It's dropping. 91 is not bad. Don't get me wrong. But I think you can get it for 60. You know what I mean? You wouldn't want to pay 60? I think you can get 60. It's not guaranteed, but it's also very unlikely it'll shoot up like more, you know what I mean? So if it's like 90K now, I don't think it'll go up back to like 100K, if you know what I mean. You want to go 5 stars? Actually, not that bad. I don't know how much it costs though, because every star that you put on your weapon, it's gives you way more stats than anything else, you know? What's this guy flexing? Not flexing anything. Okay. So the money is the money is actually pretty good now. Like you farm for 48 right now for 2 stars. That's so expensive. I mean, you're YM, bro. That's crazy. Yo, it's so crazy. Yeah, the weapon is super expensive, dude. I don't know if the Star Force cost is actually gonna go down ever. I think that the meta is going to be legendary everything before you push for 17 stars because it's so expensive to do it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I think it's you know what we need? We need like a calculator, like a calculator that calculates in real time how much your estimated cost is going to be. You're cooked? How are you cooked, bro? Dude. Yeah, upgrade, bro. Grind out my problems. Yeah. Go fucking go grind, bro. Dude, the rates are actually like decent enough to be able to like you can do shit now, I think. Right? You're like in the mud. Like I think you can actually enhance to like 5-10 stars now. Like you can see it happening. Actually, I have not checked the prices for the items after the update though. I don't know if they went up. Because I don't know if they're going to increase the drop rate in the raffles. I don't know if they're doing that. I'm taking a look at the marketplace right now. I'm gonna look at the gold leaf emblem, see how much it costs. Oh my gosh. You know what's really funny though? The price of NXPC keeps going down, but all the items keep going up. Like what? Wait, go over patch after. Wait, what do you mean? Can you explain that? What do you mean by that? I'm gonna do my dailies right now. What happened in patch? Oh, okay. So basically in the patch, what happened was they increased drop the drop that you get from like monsters, the NESO, they increased it by 3 times instead of 2 times. And then all of like the shitter bosses, like your daily ones, they got increased a little bit. But I think like the hard bosses, they're around the same for how much money you make. So it's actually better for newer players, and then like the people that hardcore grind, I think it benefits them too. But right now they're trying to they said they want to update their algorithm to distribute rewards, and I think that's going to be a permanent change. But that's going into effect next week. So I don't know what's going to happen then. But I also think they're going to do they said they're going to do like a content patch, I think. So maybe they got something cooking, you know? That'd be like a fun event actually. Cuz right now the events I think they have right now, I think they're all right. It's just the check-in event and then the step-up mission, right? And then the step-up mission is kind of annoying to do, but I mean, gotta do it for the title. The title gives you a 6 IED, 6%. Value, yeah. Oh, you know how there's a lot of hacked archers right now? Like we talked about before. Apparently the mods on the Discord said that we shouldn't buy them. But I think what's really dumb is that they said that you can potentially get banned if you buy them. But like, what if you're someone that is just getting into the game, right? And then they don't know like what the fuck is going on, and they end up buying one of those hacked archers, and then they just get fucking clapped. Like I'd be so mad at that point, right? I don't think they should really ban people because it's kind of their fault that their anti-cheat isn't good enough. That's just my opinion. Yeah, that'd be unfortunate, honestly. But actually, though, if you really wanted to get a link skill for the archers, it's not even a bad price compared to what I bought it at. And I think if you end up getting banned, though, like I don't know, that would be really sad. I don't think they would ban people though. Imagine like the outrage people would have. I bought a couple accounts, but I haven't played them yet because I'm still trying to get my character to 65 to mint. Well, what is your main? Like, what are you trying to play? That's funny that you bought a bunch of characters, but you're still trying to grind your own main up. I guess it's because you want to keep like a nice IGN and actually play through the content, right? I would not want to get stuck with like a bot IGN. I guess that'd be so foul. I keep losing track of what I'm gonna do. If you guys are doing the daily missions, I think all of them are for the Dark World Tree. All of them are easy to do except collect shields. I hate that one. So that's the one I usually avoid. Oh, you're okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ice Lightning. Yeah, you want your own IGN, and you're also an OG Mapler. Okay, yeah. Do you like Ice Lightning Mage? I think Ice Lightning Mage is pretty good right now because they have a bind. It makes bossing way easier, and you're always valuable for party play. I cannot play mages though. They're just not my thing. Oh, okay. So you played in GMS. Okay. You play the harder classes. I suck at playing mages. I can only play classes that have like a flash jump. How much NESO per hour with 300%? For me, I think I just calculated it. I'd get about 120k, which is, I mean, it's not like a crazy amount of money, but I don't even think it's that bad if I'm being honest. If 120k was where the base was gonna stay at, I don't think it's that bad. Because, like yeah, it's not like you can make a shit ton of progress instantly, but we're gonna be playing this game for months, and I don't know. I think 120 seems kind of okay. Mages are so fun. What do you mean? When I first started, I made a Night Lord. No, the thing about mages is you have to, well, at least for the explorer mages, you have to maintain infinity. And my friend, he plays bishop, and he says he hates maintaining that shit. So I just it just seems like so annoying to deal with. Yeah. But I used to play Lumi back in GMS. It was my one of my first mains, but I think the class was, it was kind of confusing. So I quit the game, and then I came back and I played Dawn Warrior, and then I never quit the game after that because Dawn Warrior is so easy to play. If my summons could one shot here, I would have like one of the laziest training. I could just stand here and just spam one button. But my summons don't one shot, so it's definitely not optimal. And the spawn rate on this map is really bad. I think they're definitely giving you like newer players that they can actually make progress, I think, right now. I could be wrong though, because I haven't tried making a new character yet. I've just been playing this one. But I do have some money right now from my weekly bosses, but I still need to think about what I want to spend it on. Because I initially wanted to start for some of my items, but I think that it's so hard to do it, and you use so much money that I think the play is to just enhance your potentials instead. To just go everything legendary before trying to push to 17 stars. Isn't this the guy that soloed or not soloed? He was part of the clear, I think. for Damien, Lotus and Damien. Yeah, make sure you guys are doing your flame dailies. They're like probably the most important thing to do every day. Where's the would you recommend buying any equipment at the market or things overpriced? That's how you're supposed about getting stuff on the cheap. Yeah, so here's how I feel about the item market right now. We know we're going to get some sort of reward update on the 30th or so. And it's kind of hard to predict what they're going to do, right? We know for sure they're going to um it's very likely they're going to increase the reward somehow, right? But we don't know how much rewards are going to increase. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I think that it's going to drop a little bit, maybe. But the problem is, if the game is growing like it is, I feel like a lot of people are trying to play the game right now. I don't think it will matter that much because all those new players are going to try to, you know, buy the items. Yeah, it's hard to say. For me though, personally, when people have been telling me to buy items, especially for the past week, I just tell them like you should just buy it because I feel like it's gonna go up. But right now, I also think that it's going up because there's a lot of new players trying to play the game, but there potentially could be an increase of supply. But it just depends on what items you're trying to get, right? Because if you're trying to get like some of the end game stuff, I think those are going to always stay high. I don't know. The drop rate for CRA is so low. It's something like 0.2%, right? It's weird. It's hard to say. But for me personally, I would just buy. Because what happened was I made the budget video and then right after I made it, they made the announcement and then the budget video, it's still like viable. But then all the neophyte gear just went up like crazy and I don't even know if I can call it a budget build anymore. But when you compare it to everything else that's on the market, I guess it's still kind of affordable. I'm debating if it's worth trying to get Unchained because everyone keeps saying it's so good, but it doesn't have. Yeah, so okay. Here's my opinion on Unchained. Right, I think they're a little bit overrated because I don't think that they're worth potentialing. Like you shouldn't put any potentials on them. They cap out really hard because you cannot get any Star Force on them. So investing potentials in them, especially for how much they cost to potential, I don't think it's really worth it. Now, if the potentialing was way cheaper, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, you could do it because if the potentials made sense to actually do it, then you can always use those potentials either to play another character or you can sell it. But I don't know. I think that the only people that are really heavily investing into the Unchained items, they might just not understand that it's not worth it. At least that's just my opinion. Like right now, I think you are trying to be the most uh like budget conscious. Going the Necromancer is not even that bad in my opinion. You can get up to 15 stars, which means the weapon gets pretty strong. And all your other equipment is fine too. And it's really cheap to enhance. Just for an example, during the beta test, I was using like Necromancer gear still, and I was able to do 3-door. Well, actually, I was able to do Bonbon. But then I think I was able to do 3-door like a little bit later on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Do you have a guild? Yeah, I'm in Limelight, but I'm not the guild leader or anything. I'm just I just it's currently the number one guild in the server, but I don't I don't really want to run like a guild. It's a lot of work, and I'd rather just have like a community on the side where I can just help people out. Yeah, yeah. If you're budget conscious, then you know you definitely have to be more strategic for sure. But it also depends on what you're trying to do, right? Like if you're trying to solo CRA, you're definitely going to have to spend the type of money that requires that, right? Or it's just going to take a very long time to get to that. Yeah, yeah. Holy symbol is crazy, dude. That's why bishops they're always the highest level because they get an extra 20% from every other class or something like that. Now to combine that with the 3 times coupon, oh yeah, yeah, dude, yeah, you get the juice coupons, bro. I'm so close to one-shotting site too. Hey, bro, you gotta swipe, bro. Swipe that card. I mean, unfortunately, I don't think that we're gonna get any sort of events like that because I think that when you start creating, those type of catch-up incentives, it's gonna flood the markets with, all those, characters and all the botters slash hackers. It pretty much devalues the level 120 characters that you have, and I don't think they're really want to go that path. They really want to try to make every sort of thing monetized in this game, and that includes being able to sell characters. Like they want to keep the value of that. So a hyperburn event, unfortunately, that's probably not ever something they're going to do. But I could see them doing stuff like juiced EXP events for lower level characters. Like instead of like 3 times, you can get 10 times or some shit. I'm really curious though to see what type of events they'll put out in this game because they haven't. The game is still pretty similar to what it was like in the Pioneer test. Uh, but I I don't feel like it's really that different, right? Yeah, yeah. No, I know where you're coming from. I understand where you're coming from. It's definitely like those mechanics. They definitely help out players in GMS or whatever region, and I think that they're necessary for those players, at least for the game. I don't know. We'll see what type of catch-up mechanics they might have. But I do think that eventually they'll reduce the EXP requirements to get to a high level, right? Because there's no way they'll keep the game as um like how it is now, and they want more people to play the game. They'll probably decrease the EXP like far in the future. Maybe after they expand the level cap or something. Also, level 120 characters, I think they take like 2 days to grind, so it's definitely not worth what they are now. It's funny because it's kind of hard for me to make a video about how to make money in this game because a lot of the strategies they change every day. So I can say one thing one day, but it'll change, and it just moves so fast. So I don't really know what to tell people because when people say, "Can I make money playing this game?" Like maybe, just it just depends. Like the majority of the money that people have made off so far that I've seen is not through grinding or even playing the game normally. It's through other stuff like buying and flipping items, or creating like like crafting an item and you get lucky and, and then you can sell it. Yeah, this game is pretty much everything but gamba, like to the max. But I think that's kind of what makes it fun, at least for me. Besides, spending a lot of money on star forcing, that's not really fun. I really do not like how star forcing is right now. I also think right now, after I get all of my gear up to legendary, the smart thing to do is to roulette all your items up to up one by one. That way you keep your gains. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain for you to get everything up to 17 stars. I think sometime later this week I'll try CRA on stream, but I want to make some upgrades before I do that. The basically what happened yesterday, I was trying to do Von Bon, and I was like 1 or 2% away, and I couldn't kill him. So I'm so close to being able to kill him, but it's just a little bit off. And some of the oh my god, like Pierre for example, he's just such a bad boss to solo, because he's not meant to be soloable. He's meant for you to clear him in a party, which means his mechanics are just so bad. I'm curious to see where NXPC is gonna find a floor, because it's really weird how in this game it's like the items itself, they're going up like up in value like crazy, but then the NXPC is dropping because there are some people that for sure they farm, they just cash out the money, right? Or they do stuff like sell the link characters. Not really sure how that is gonna stay afloat. I think they will have to eventually incentivize higher level stuff, so you can't just farm and sell. What do you mean by that? I think that most of the stuff that is very high valuable, in my opinion, is for sure the boss equipment, and those you need to be high level to even do them at all, right? I think right now they just need to be able to control the hackers, because eventually some of them are gonna try to get to level 200 or something, and then they could flip those characters for 400 bucks. Example would be like mobs drop X amount more meso. I see what you mean, but then it's a weird, because they have to balance making a good gameplay experience for newer players and also rewarding the people that grind the game at the later stages of the game, right? Because if you make it too top heavy where you can only do stuff at the top of the game, a lot of people just won't want to play the game. But right now, you're pretty much incentivized to spend money. I don't think I don't think there's really any way to get around that. Being completely free to play is very hard. Also think we might be looking at it from an experienced player perspective. People play for free. That's true. Some people literally just play this game for fun, like completely for fun. When I look on, on Twitter, sometimes I see people they are enjoying the game because they've never played it before, which is completely fine. That's a good thing. That means you get good new players in the game. I want this game to be, I want it to last for a long time. Top heavy kind of nice because you want to chase. Yeah, but I think right now they already give pretty good rewards incentives. It's hard to play this game for free, which is unfortunate. Yeah, it is unfortunate, but I think that is kind of the thing they're going for, right? They want to create like a higher stakes gaming experience, which it might only appeal to a certain demographic, but the more whales that play this game, it means that sometimes if you know what you're doing and you're very smart about it, you can benefit off of making money off the whales. So even as a free to play player, like there are some strategies. It just requires a lot. It will just take a much longer time. Maybe they add low level high stat item no Star Force. I think I know what you mean by that. But right now there are actually a lot of quote unquote budget items, right? Like for example, I talked about in my budget build the Vellum or the Queen's Tiara, and then the Zakum weapon and the Balrog shoes. I mean, those are easy. They're good enough to be able to start potentially to do a little bit more stuff. The main issue right now, in my opinion, is that it's way too hard to get an emblem, right? So they need to issue more silver emblems, and they need to issue maybe bronze emblems too. Because right now, if you're a player coming into the game, this item is pretty much required, right? I don't really think there's any way of getting around that. So I think they need to issue more silver and bronze emblems. And then the secondary, I think it's cheap enough that you can eventually work towards. Yeah, I feel like I'm making way more money. Is it just me? I don't know. I can't see right now. I feel like I know a lot of people that, at least I've talked to a lot of people that they play GMS before, and they actually are willing to like spend money on this game, which is pretty surprising to me. It's crazy how much people spend on this game. Actually, when I look at some of the amount of money people spend, I'm like, dang. And it's it's not like you're making all your money back too. It's pretty much for fun, right? Also, I had an offer on my Neophyte ring, the 3-line strength one. Not this one, but the other one I have on sale right now. I had an offer for 25 mil, which is like 460 bucks or so. I don't know if that was a good offer. So I didn't know if I should have taken it or not. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not super surprising, but I'm surprised that there are people that are coming over to this game. That's what I'm surprised about from GMS, because GMS is a more it's just a more complete game. But I guess there is, like, some rewards incentive in this game. It's just crazy though, because I wouldn't think that I would spend this much money on a game, or people actually spend this much money on a game, but yeah, here I am. I'm really curious to see what they're going to do about the fusion slash fission system, how that's going to work with the market. I like, the weird thing is I feel like it's just gonna make NXPC dump, because people can just sell their items. I don't know. I'm really curious to see how that's going to work. Should come in a few weeks though. Dude, you spent more money on TFT than this game? That is fucking crazy, dude. How the fuck do you spend more money on TFT? You just get cosmetics, no? Oh fuck. Those super skins? Dude, that's foul, bro. Willing to share how much I spent so far? I think I spent like mm, I want to say it's hard for me to calculate, because I didn't only spend money on enhancing. I also bought like a shit ton of items, but it's for sure around like the 4-figure range. But also keep in mind, I spent a lot of money trying to potential my ring, right? But I ended up hitting all of these lines on them. So what I had to do was I had to buy another ring, and then the cost adds up, and then I also did it for the emblem too. So these rings actually probably made money back on it. But if I had to guess, mid 4 figures, or yeah, mid 4 figures, yeah. Well, I'm actually willing to spend a little bit more money. I'm just waiting to see if things will get cheaper. I also don't think there's any rush trying to uh you know complete the content as fast as possible, because think about it this way, right? The people that cleared Lotus and Damien, they very likely had to spend like at least 15 to $20,000. If they were smart about their enhancements, maybe 15, or in the 5-figure range. So they're able to do it within the first week, right? But then more people get to do it the next week, and they paid maybe half of the price. It's definitely not worth it. And actually, one of the things that I was looking at, right, was in the beginning when the enhancements costs were so expensive. I was thinking, okay, I have a 0.2% chance to maybe get a CRA drop, right? Or I can I can guarantee it by buying it right now for like 400 bucks or something, right? And then now the CRA pieces they're selling for like $800 or something. So I think that was a pretty great idea. Yeah, I really don't think there's any reason to rush because even if they get, the app swap items, people are going to start slowly clearing that content too. There's really no need to rush the content, in my opinion. They just spend so much money in the beginning. Like I heard Jeff, he spent 25K to get 6K stat. I don't know if that's true, okay? But that's just what someone told me. Imagine spending 25K to get 6K stat. It doesn't make any sense. That means he had to potential even more after. And Star Force, right? That is just too crazy. Yeah, I think it was a huge mistake to even potential on the first day. Your the best ROI you would have had the first week was literally to just wait until actually the best ROI was to buy items and just wait a week and then enhance the next week. Right? I think that was the best ROI. I would maybe hold out on buying items though, because it seems like they're going to increase it. I don't know how much though. Hard to say. Well, I do know though, right now is the game is slowly blowing up. I think a lot of people are actually playing it. Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, honestly. I would not spend 25K on getting 6K stat. I would be so mad if I burned $1,000 and all I got was nothing. I honestly think it's more of a how the game is designed. It's kind of like a slot machine. You lose money so fast and you don't even realize it. It's literally like it's like a casino, you know? You don't realize how much money you're spending because all of it is in MeSo. How big is your screen resolution now that UI's that small at the bottom? I believe it's 1920 by 1080. Yeah. That's why key spreadsheets, dude. That's pretty smart. I I'm definitely not like that. The thing is, I played in reboot, right? So when I spend money, it's the money that I've earned from playing the game. But then in this game, it's hard to keep track of everything because I spend my money in so many different places and it just gets all jumbled up. So I don't really know how much money I've spent on enhancing or buying items. All I know is I spent thousands on buying items and thousands on enhancing. That's all I know. But I think all the items that I have bought, they're up in profit. And then I'm pretty sure from enhancing most of my items, I'm at least a little bit break even, or maybe I might even have made some money. If I am able to sell this emblem and all these rings for a pretty good price, I think I'll have made all my money just from enhancing my character, which is actually pretty good. All things considered. It basically means I've enhanced all my stuff for free. Yeah, I think that honestly the way to make money in this game is you have to spend a little money, but then it just feels wrong. That's it. This is the game. You're not really guaranteed for that money to come back. Dude, the 3 times EXP, you actually could see it like it makes my EXP bar move so fast. I think I have it on, right? Oh no, this is a 1.5. Never mind, I'm lying. Oh, it's because I have the rune on right now. Alright, after this coupon, I'm gonna go check to see if how what I should be upgrading. Cause I have some money now after the reset. Maybe I might try to make some upgrades. Yeah, the only time I ever spent real money on GMS was when the raffle roulette thing came out, but that was $300 I'll never get back. What was the raffle roulette thing? I don't know what that is. Is that like an old event? You know what's funny? I think I spent more money in a day on this game than I ever have playing GMS for over 2 to 3 years. They had insane stuff. Yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was called, but there were big ticket items valued over 1K. That's crazy. Dude, they probably made so much money off that though. That sucks though. You know, if are you willing to spend money on this game, or are you just free to play? I feel like being a free to play player in this game is a little rough right now. It's Web3. I don't have to spend. I have bought 2 characters and some pets to save for later. All right. So you get it. Okay. Yeah. That's what I mean by this game. Since it's like a crypto game, there is some monetary incentive. So yeah, I think there's like a Web3 tax for sure. What did you buy? I don't even know how much pets are going for. I think they're really hard to get now. 125 bishop and 145 shadower. And then you say you're trying to play a nice lightning mage, right? So did you buy them for the link skills? You know, there's actually a farming method you can do right now where you go on all your link characters and then you just do normal vacuum. It takes maybe 5 minutes for everything, and you have a chance of hitting a poison weapon, which sells for a decent amount of money. Like your odds are not great, but I mean you might as well try, right? For 5 minutes, for maybe like a minute worth of work. Yeah, I don't know. And they also increased the NESO rates for Zakum and Balrog too. I'll do that right now. I need to remember to do it though, because then I always forget. What? They give you oh, they give you 3 times on your other characters too. I gotta check my raffle though. Yeah, I got like 600. In GMS, you're able to get a lot of stuff by getting in with a really generous group to help you out. Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's gonna be definitely a lot harder. Because the thing is, when you play in GMS, I don't think that people are playing that game to make money. At least most people aren't. So they just play the game for fun, and that's probably why you find people to probably be a little bit nicer. But if I have like close friends, I give them items and stuff. It's not really a big deal for me. You see how you get into all these raffles? Like you have a very small percentage to win them. But if you win just, for example, you get the guards, it's like 2 or 300K. What's really messed up right now though is with all of the level 120 archers, I'm pretty sure there's some guy that he buys all the hacked accounts and then he just does this method. Do you have to have a minted character to be able to use the characters you brought off the marketplace? I don't think so. I'm pretty sure you're able to just play them right away. Yeah, I'm actually kind of like getting juiced on these raffles. That's kind of crazy. I wasn't able to figure out how to get on my account. Wait, what do you mean? Isn't it you just buy the character and then you link it? Did you link it to your you had to like link it or mint the character or something like that. I forgot. Yeah, I think you had to link it. When when I hit link, I see the character as I got, but nothing happens when I click it. Maybe you do have to have a minted character then. I'm not really sure because the thing is, what if someone bought the character because they wanted that to be their main? They should be able to to link it. I think. Yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Wow, this is actually pretty nice that this character I bought has done some of the pre-quests. Because I really don't want to do some of the pre-quests on some of these characters. What server do I play on? I play on AIN. Ain. I don't know how to say it. It's the most populated one. Oh no, no, no. How much does it cost to upgrade a necro item? Let's see. Oh, this is so cheap. Oh, I feel like I don't know. I feel like the necro might be better than the unchained. Could be wrong though. Did I buy all my characters? Yeah, except my main. I trained my main up. I'm I wouldn't say that I like playing like a bunch of different characters. It's fun if they're all set up, but having to do them all one by one is very annoying. Okay, the shoulder is actually not the worst. See, me thinking about this. Let me see this item. My gosh. So we know that someone is cubing right now on this. Yeah. What are the most fun classes in your opinion? For me personally, I think Shadower is the most fun. Like out of the classes that are out right now because they require a little bit more skill and or Shadow requires more skill and I don't know. I just like the kit. The kit is so OP against all the bosses, and I really like solo bossing. And I think they're the best solo bosser. But I think most of the classes they're not really that fun until fifth job, in my opinion. Once fifth job comes out, the game becomes way more fun. But we're gonna have to wait like a year before we see that. Oh, I don't know if I want to potential this right now. Kind of expensive. I already have this, and if I'm not gonna, I'm not going to Star Force it. I don't think it's worth it. I really want to do this weapon eventually. Yeah, I'm like kind of stuck in a position because then I want to push to 17 stars eventually, but it's so expensive. I don't know. Maybe the boots, right? To potential it. Oh, these are cheap. All right, we're gonna use all our money. I think try to get these boots up. That's definitely not good. Come on, legendary. This is slightly better, right? Oh yeah, it's because of the resolution, but it costs 40K right now to enhance. Oh, I'm the only one enhancing, so it definitely costing a little more. Hmm. It's definitely not looking good, guys. Come on, legendary. This is all my gains for the week. Come on. This is slightly better, right? 12. Wait, why is this better? I don't know. It's slightly better though. Oh, nah. Oh, wait, I just rolled past that. Whatever. I didn't get much. Hi, how much expect price for Neophyte ring total in 36? Like how much it's worth? Like how much you can get for it or how much you can sell it for? I don't 100% know, but some guy offered me 25 mil on a 3 line for strength. Is 36 double prime? I don't know. You could probably get way more though. Or are you talking about with bonus potential? Because if it has bonus potentials, then I don't think that matters that much. Yeah, that was a little rough on the potentialing, but it is what it is, you know. That's the game. Yeah, I think that when you get to this stage of the game, but you're like completely free to play and you can do the bosses. I mean, that's pretty much all of the gains you can make in the week. You either hit or you don't hit, right? Yo, what's up? I don't know. If I farm for 10 hours, 20 hours this week, then I'll make all that money I just burned off back. Oh man. Yo, what's up? It's weird though because like you get to a point in your progression where, well, at least where I'm at right now, I'm so close to being able to solo 3 door by myself. And I don't know, I just need to make the gains. It's like I pretty much have to spend a little bit more money if I want to do it this week. I don't know, I'll figure it out. I honestly, what I can do is I could just sell all the items that I made, and I think I would be able to fund my character a lot. Hello. And we're back to the grind. I think I'll be able to hit 212 soon. I'm very close. 30%. So in 2 or 3 days. Is that a vac pet that I have? Yeah, the monkey that I have has a vac pet. You see this is a skill called magnet effect. That's the vac pet skill. Yeah, I don't know how much a vac pet costs now for a perma one. I think it's someone told me before it was like 600 bucks or something. It might have gone up after the announcement though. No, for me, I actually got it just from playing the game in the beta. I I sold my CRA item for NESO, and then I was able to buy one on the market. Damn, it's 700 bucks right now. Okay, what's my damage range? 600, 700k. I'm still kind of weak though, honestly. I need to get a little stronger. I need to upgrade my stuff. I'll probably gonna upgrade a little bit later though. I need to figure out what's the best option because right now I don't want to Star Force right now. It's just too crazy. But I have some money on the side right now. I will spend earlier. Yeah, I think that the vac pets they definitely fluctuate because of the announcement. So when it was around 450, I think a lot of people didn't want to, or some people didn't want to play the game, and then now everyone wants to play the game again. But the thing is, right now it's weird because I think NXPC could drop more, but I also want to wait a little longer so I can buy NXPC when it's lower, so I can get more enhancements. 700 is crazy, but if you feel like you're going to play this game for 5+ years, I don't think it's the worst decision. But I think that they are going to have events that will you know release more vac pets. I don't think that they're going to make them super constrained because in the regular game, um, like it's everyone pretty much has a vac pet. It's pretty much required. You don't think NXPC will drop? I Hey, I hope it doesn't. But I'm not going to be like, oh, NXPC is gonna go up or down. If it goes up, it's fine because I have so much value in my items, and it will just make me more money. But if it goes down, then it makes me want to enhance more. So it's kind of a weird dilemma. I hope it goes up. Then we all make more money, right? But the only reason why I feel like it could go down is because they give a lot more rewards, and I think if they give too much, then people will sell their NASO instead. But for me, I haven't sold any of my NASO. I just put it all back into the game. I think as the game gets more and better updates though, and it attracts more players, it the I think NXPC could do pretty well if they do that. As long as they make the game really good. Yo, I'm level 178, range 120, 140k. I'm struggling with normal pink bean and chaos wartail. Is it because of my level or do I need better equips? It's probably because of your equipment. Um, but I have to also check about on the levels of the monsters. Let me What class are you playing? Night Lord? Oh, well, that explains a lot. Night Lord is super squishy. Um, that's probably why you're struggling, honestly. You need to get a lot stronger. You're most likely dying because you need to get stronger. Some of the boss mechanics, um, they're just very unfun and unfair. And realistically, the one way you can deal with them is to get more damage. But also, for Pink Bean, the Pink Bean is level 180. So if you want to do the most amount of damage, then you want to get to level 190. Chaos Horntail hits 18k, my HP is 12k. Yeah, I'm not really sure how Horntail as a boss even really works. Because that boss is really confusing and it's really old. Like, I barely understand how Pink Bean works. I don't know what attack does what. I just go in and just use all cure potions. Gambling is bad. Oh, this guy keeps flexing this. Oh, I think he's trying to get his bonus pot up to legendary, and it's costing him so much money. RIP. I think he's been spending like over a few hundred to $1,000 on it. Realistically speaking, though, if you want to make any progress, you pretty much have to spend. Otherwise, it's very hard right now. Like you're if you're progressing as a free-to-play player, your progress is measured in months and weeks, not days. And I think it's completely fine if you're a free-to-play player. Wait, do you have a emblem? And is your emblem in secondary? Would you still recommend that budget build you posted a few days ago? Uh, I recommend some stuff on there, but it's kind of hard to say. Is it easier to get into boss raffle entry if I solo it? Yeah. It's what you pretty much, well, if you duel it or do it in a party, uh your odds are a lot lower because you split the rewards. But the game is designed that way, so if you can, you should solo the boss. The thing about the budget build right now, I think that the neophyte items, they went up a lot in value. So I don't know if those are really affordable for newer players. But if you're like a complete you have not that much money to spend, they're all still very cheap to upgrade. What's the best way to cube? What cubes should I use? So if you don't have that much money, the most efficient way to go about cubing is to go through all of your items and get 3% on your stat line using the occult cubes. Because it's really cheap and it gives you a lot of damage for very cheap. You remember the good days when you could solo Pink Bean and Chaos Horntail? Dude, I know. Those bosses are not really fun bosses to fight. All the bosses right now they have very frustrating mechanics in the game. I will admit that. They're It's really dumb because you can't just play skillfully for the majority of the bosses. Oh, you already did that? Okay. So if you already did that, you could also put 1 star into everything. And if you already did that, then you gotta start working on your emblem and your secondary. If you don't have an emblem, then work on your secondary. Your secondary is pretty much permanent and it lasts you forever. Yeah, I would work on the secondary before the weapon though, because it's so cheap right now. and and that one, it lasts you literally forever. I'm at 90 Star Force. Okay. Yeah, you probably need to upgrade your secondary on your emblem. You don't have an emblem, then work on your secondary. What? Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he was talking about how much he spent. It's funny because you have a lot of people that are into crypto that play this game, and then they talk about the crypto price action while playing MapleStory. Oh, what cubes to use? If you want to upgrade any of your items, you want to use the black cubes. Once you upgrade your item to legendary, you can let's see. So for example, this cape, right? If it's under legendary, you want to use the black cubes to tier up. And if it's legendary, then you use the red cubes to reroll it. You use 3 mil and no tier up. Yeah, you're just unlucky. Like that's just how the game is designed. I know it feels like not super fun, but that's just how the game is. You're not guaranteed to make gains technically, but you have, pretty good odds if you spend a lot of money. Not even epic. Are you talking about on the secondary? On average, I think it's like 5 to 10 cubes or something from black cubes to tier up to epic. I wish I would have been able to snag the pink bean belt and the cup before I shot up. It seems so expensive now. Yeah, it's pretty expensive. If I were you though, and it's already out of your price range, there's no harm in waiting till the update drops. Yeah, you just got unlucky. Like you can't really do much about that. You just have to keep going, If you're really frustrated that you're not getting the item, you can't really do much about that. You just have to keep grinding. You use 50 black cubes and you got no epic? I think you're just really unlucky. You should probably go you should not buy a lottery ticket. But yeah, I feel bad for you, man. Relog? Yeah, relog, bro. Yeah. It must be really frustrating, You spend money on a game expecting to get stronger, but yeah, it's unfortunate. You spent it on the black cubes, right? Because you have those odds are very bad. You spend 50 black cubes and you didn't go from a rare to epic. Those are really bad odds. Like I'm pretty sure that's like less than 1% or something. The average to go from rare to legendary is 65 black cubes. I thought maybe in this game, no, I don't think so. I'm pretty sure they have the same rates. The thing is, no one really has verified with their with their stuff. I think, everything is supposed to be verifiable on chain. I don't think anyone has done it yet, but I could be wrong. But everything should be through like Chainlink VRF or something. So they really can't hide the rates, I think. So yeah. I mean, my friend, he 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 cubed his secondary and he hit from rare to unique in like 3 cubes. So, sometimes you just get really lucky. Good luck, bro. I hope you hit. I think you will hit though. You have pretty good odds. Like even just going for unique is good. Do you guys like playing this mini game? I feel like I don't really, but they give you rewards, so I just do them, and they give you really good EXP. Yeah, no problem, bro. If you have any more questions, just let me know. I feel like you have it kind of rough. That's why. Also, for anyone that is asking about like a budget build, I think that the Necromancer equipment is actually pretty decent value. So maybe consider those items because you can if you have a pretty good build and setup with the Necromancer gear, like your potentials are good, your Star Force is good, you can for sure do a lot of the easier bosses or even the harder ones. So I think even with like decent necro gear, you can do Chaos Zack, you can do Chaos Pink Bean, you can party in Chaos Rudibus. You can like duo it. So the worse your gear is, like you could for sure do the content. It's just going to be harder. Even the upgrading cost. What do you mean by that? Are you talking about for the necro gear? The necro gear upgrading cost is very, very cheap. Right? Let's compare the glove, right? It's 30 for a black cube versus this one, which is double the price pretty much. So you're paying double the price to get very similar stats. Yeah, if you are trying to be more budget conscious, the necro gear is actually not bad. The only problem with the necro gear is if you want to solo all of the hardest bosses in the game, you're not going to be able to do it. Like you can solo CRA at least the first 3 doors, but just know that you're going to have to struggle a lot, like 20-minute runs every week, and it's going to be kind of hard. But you also have to think about it like you're pretty much maxed out. But you're soloing the bosses. That means legendary everything, potential everything. Like you have no more room to grow. Yeah, you're far from that point. I mean, if you want to just get to a point where you can do all the daily bosses, Necroleer is more than enough to get there. And just know that if you tackle any of the harder content, you can always party in those content. I'll just sell and buy them. Okay. Mm. The Von Leon gear actually sells pretty good for a pretty good price right now. The Necro weapon does still cost like a bit of money to upgrade though. But definitely more affordable than the Von Leon one. And even the the Cygnus one. The Cygnus weapon is so expensive. I'm just waiting. I don't know. I'm definitely gonna wait until it gets because you can get to 17 star with the Von Leon gear, but the Necro gear is maybe 50% cheaper to enhance. So, it's kind of like a toss up. You're trading, late game power for, it's just easier to enhance early game. If you guys want like guaranteed damage, that'll take a very long time. You guys have to do the flame daily. Because that's one of the only ways right now that you can get damage that's guaranteed without spending any money. It just takes a long time to do it. Every 2 weeks, you basically get one flame, which is nothing. Yeah, it's good that they made different types of builds, but for players that want to get the best gear, they just probably can't afford it. What's the flame thing? I have a video on my YouTube channel. You want to watch it, but basically, it's a daily that you do, and you're able to get flames from it. All you have to do is do like a Dark World Tree daily, like the daily quest, and then you get this item called the Life Flame Collector. You use it, and you have to kill 2k mobs in a day, and then you get your flame shard. And then once you get like the little flame shard, it's called the Ember of Life. You can use it to get one flame. So you get one flame every 2 weeks. Is it worth it? Yeah, for sure. You definitely want to do it every day. If you're level 170, you can start doing the quest, I think. Either 170 or 180. It's probably the most important thing to do every day besides, your monster park. I forgot to do this. I need to do this. You see, like, I think we have another week left, right? So when this week is over, we're going to get a content event. So expect like a better event coming up soon. I'm expecting like a pretty decent event, but I think we're gonna get a major update towards the end of the year. Like I'm expecting either new classes or like Legion system, something like that. It would make the game like more hype to play. Dude, this guy in the guild is yapping. Crazy. I'll be right back. All right. If you guys have been getting on these any of these honor boxes, you can use 50 of them in a day now instead of 20. Yeah, 20. So I've been just buying them. I think they're really worth it. But you know, if you don't have money to spend like that, then maybe just farm for them. I don't know why they capped it at 20. It didn't really make any sense to me. Oh, who the fuck is this guy though? Ice. What was your IGN before? Oh, oh, this is Haku. I think I remember this guy. Oh yeah, I remember now. I used to see him in the beta test, and he would always come in my map and say hello. I remember now. I'm back now. How is the grind, bro? It's fucking rough, man. Welcome back though. Yeah. It's from them clearing the Damien and Lotus. Dude, wait, when you collected it, you saw how they did the whole cinematic thing for the people that cleared it? That is so that's so crazy. It's literally a server glaze. I'm using the Bitcoin. It's sick you can fly up and down the map. What? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, actually I know what you're talking about. Dude, that mount is so cool. Like the fact that there's something like that in the game where it's like a Bitcoin mount. I don't know. That's a very cool concept to me. You know what was so funny? How the OpenSea mint they had like almost 2 million wallets minted. But I can guarantee you there's definitely not 2 million players. And then they use that stat line as I don't know, it's like a flex. I feel like the drop rate on these event boxes went up. I feel like I'm getting so many now. I don't even know if I got any items from them though. I'm always in the raffle, but I'm not in I don't know if I got any of the items. I mean, they some of them sell for like 30 each ish. Ooh. I wonder if any stats. Yeah, for sure they have. Maybe on Zangle or their dashboard, they probably have something. Their check their Explorer. I think I'll probably check it later see if they have that. But they definitely have statistics on it, and if the stats were good, they would flex that shit on the timeline. Dude, I feel like these raffle boxes they shouldn't be having all this crazy animation when they come out because I don't even think they're that crazy. They make you feel like you're getting something super rare. How many stars for what? Oh, it's good for weapon. I think a good place to stop is 12. 12 or 11. Like if you have 10 stars, you might as well go for 11. But a good place to stop is 12 because after 12, you have a super small chance of booming. Are you trying to do the weapon? What? Bro. Good luck, man. Wait, how much more did you put in? Yo. That's how they get you, bro. Yeah, once you start one-shotting Forsaken, the map becomes way better to clear. I'm just using whatever I have. Yeah. Dude, the weapon is... Oh my gosh. It's so expensive. I'm gonna wait until the end of this week. How much NESO can you earn an hour? Are you talking about from farming this map? With the increased drop rate, I'm making 120k an hour. That's like almost $2. Oh, I need to pop another coupon. I like how in this game they give you 15-minute coupons because I think 30-minute coupon. Actually, no. You know what? If they add more like different types of coupons, the 15-minute coupons are really annoying. But if they only keep the XP ones, then 15 minutes is fine. Because then sometimes I want to just chill after 15 minutes and do something else real quick. But 30 minutes sometimes is like too long. But when there's so many buffs you have to pop, then sometimes you forget, or at least I forget. So then it's just annoying to deal with when you have to do it every 15 minutes. Nice hit 10 enhance, only one fail. Dude, congrats. How much more did you put in? That's pretty cheap to go from 0 to 10. Less than 1 mil. Yeah, that's a really good deal. Are you gonna try to get it to Epic? The price didn't skyrocket right now. It's only 114 power crystal. Are you talking about to potential it or to star force it? Star forcing it is going to be expensive. Like, I think if you get unlucky, like you can literally spend $500 and not hit. Are you talking about your uh oh yeah. Te- That's that's something you definitely need to do. I don't know. We'll see. You know what would actually be really interesting to see though is when they create the fission slash fusion system, right? We know that you can create items by buying NXPC. What if the amount of items we have in the game right now, or the items in the game right now, are currently overvalued, right? Because it's cheaper to make it with NXPC. So what happens is people buy NXPC to create more items, and then all of the items that we have, the value goes down. Or it could be the reverse, right? Where there's an excess of supply. So the the price of NXPC goes down. But I think right now, actually, we might see people create more items because it's kind of hard to afford some items, right? So when that mechanic comes out, maybe it's a way for some players to be able to get some of their gear at a more affordable price. How much XP I've gained? 4% in an hour. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't know if that's that much. Hey, I just started on this Maple. How do I get some vacuum pets? So there's two ways to get it. The first way is you have to buy it from the shop, and the second way is you have to win it from a raffle. But their odds of winning it from the raffle is very, very low. And when I mean the shop, I mean the marketplace. You need to buy it from someone else. Right now, you can buy the U mushroom. It has the vac pet and it lasts for 100 days. I think it's around $30 right now or so. But I think those are worth picking up if you're planning to play the game a lot. Yeah, what's up, man? I wouldn't look to buy a permanent backpack unless you feel like you're going to play this game for more than 5 years or something. I don't know. It doesn't really seem worth it, but I think that the value of permanent backpacks will always be there. You can think right now the price someone said it was like 600-700 or something, maybe 800. I'm not sure. Like, is it worth it? I don't know. It's kind of expensive for a permanent one. I can't play this game without a backpack though, so that's just me. What class is this? It's Shadowware. I think this class is so crazy. Does Shadowware have that skill that increases nasal drop? Not in this game. It would be way too OP if they did. I don't think they're going to add any nasal modifiers. It would cause too many problems. I think that after the increased drops rate, the money that you make is actually not that bad. I don't know. Maybe that's just me though. Because after an hour of farming, I make 120K. So I don't know. I think you can actually progress making that much money in an hour. Like, is it going to be slow? Yeah, but it's still some sort of progression compared to what we had before. I'm not doing enough damage when solo bossing. Does leveling up make a lot difference? Does it come down to upgrading gear? What level are you right now? I think that might help out a little bit. I know. 144. Okay, so levels do matter, but your gear matters a lot more, at least in the early game. Because some bosses, you're not gonna do any damage to them if you're not high enough level, but you're more likely missing out on you probably need to upgrade your gear. Also, are you putting points into your hyperstats? Once you hit level 140, you can you can put points into your hyperstat. So you wanna watch my video? I made a video on it to see what to put them in, and that'll give you some damage. But you likely need to upgrade some of your gear. If you want to know what to upgrade, you probably want to upgrade your emblem and your secondary. Isn't 140k like $2? Yeah, if you look at it in monetary value, like yeah, it's definitely not worth it. In fact, it's for sure not worth it. But I'm not really looking at it in terms of a monetary value. I'm thinking about like if I were to play this game to progress. Like if you want to make gains, it's way better you just pay for it. I mean, like technically speaking, I don't even need to train anymore, right? I'm already high enough level to do the hardest bosses in the game. But farming is the easiest and the most consistent way to get money. So yeah. And the levels they do matter, but not a ton. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop the stream here. I need to find something to eat. I'll catch you guys the next one. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow.